Hey guys, what's up? This is White Boy for the win, and welcome back to Why Mega Evolve. Now, earlier last week we talked about Mega Kling Kling, and today we're going to be talking about Mega Lanturn. But before we get started, let me just give you guys a brief explanation on what this series is about. Now, every week I will be picking two Pokemon that either need a Mega Evolution, deserve a Mega Evolution, or want a Mega Evolution for. Now, this is based off my opinion alone, and no one else's. Now, if you guys do not like my opinion, then please post your own opinions in the comment section down below about what would you keep, what would you change, and etc. And at the end of every video, I will be telling you guys which Pokemon we're going to be talking about the following day. So with that said, here is Mega Lanturn. Now, it's been a while since I recorded a Why Mega Evolve video. I've been pretty much bulk recorded, or I had a lot of videos already pre-recorded and uploaded, so I had a time to just take a break and walk away from the series for a while episodes were getting released on Tuesdays and Fridays. But I'm actually back at recording these, so if I sound a little rusty, I do apologize. But nonetheless, when it came to Lanturn, honestly, it was very hard for me to actually think of something to do with its stats, because like no matter what I do, I feel like if I increase it to like a certain like base stat, I know a lot of people are probably not going to like it, or they're not going to agree with it, but I kind of just said YOLO and went with it. But as you can tell from what I've done to its stats, I only increased 3 out of the 5 stats, because honestly only pretty much 3 of them needed to get increased. Now when it comes to Lanturn, Lanturn actually has some bulk behind it. Now what I mean about bulk, its HP is just through the roof. So all you gotta do is pretty much raise its defenses, raise its special attack, and you're pretty much set to go. Now as for its physical attack, Lanturn wasn't really made to be a physical attacker, so I just left that alone. And for its speed, I also left it alone at base 65. Lanturn, in my opinion, it's supposed to be made bulky, so it's not that it needs all that much speed, because it's supposed to be able to take hits. Because now with like a sky high HP and with the stats I've given it, I honestly think it's going to be eating up a lot of hits. Now as you can tell from what I've done to its physical defense, I increased it from base 58 to base 94. Now the one typing, if I'm not mistaken, no, it's weak to 2 typings, but when it comes to like the typings that Lanturn is weak to, it's weak to grass and it's weak to ground. Now I wanted to increase its physical defense to base 94, because with a sky high HP and with base 94 physical defense, it is going to be able to eat up like maybe 1 or 2 earthquakes, because that's the most popular ground type move there is. I mean, if I'm probably going to be mistaking this a lot, because all I ever see people use is earthquake for like the best ground type move. It's been a while since I've actually like picked up Pokemon, because like right now Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire is kind of stale, and with Pokemon Z being confirmed, spoiler alert, now you know when I'm recording this, it's just that it's kind of stale. But regardless, I think the best like ground type move everyone uses is just Earthquake. So with base 94 physical defense, I'm pretty sure it's going to be able to eat up at least 2 Earthquakes. But honestly, once again, it kind of depends on what it's actually coming from. Also, if it's Choice Banded or Life Orb, that can be questionable if it's going to be able to live 1 Earthquake. But you kind of understand where I'm going with Mega Lanturn's like the stat base, is that I wanted to make it bulky and also somewhat offensive as well. I mean, granted, it was always somewhat offensive, always having like an offensive move, like whether it's like Scald or Thunderbolt, but regardless, you understand what I'm trying to get at. Now for its special defense, I increased it from base 76 to base 106. Now even though I didn't increase its physical defense as much as its special defense, considering that its special defense is a little bit higher than its physical defense, but regardless, the one typing that everyone tries to hit Lanturn with is grass type moves most of the time. Well, from my point of view and or perspective of what I see a lot of people attacking Lanturn with, when people actually have a Lanturn on their team, they always attack them with like grass type moves, and sometimes it's like Mega Charizard Y with Drought and Solar Beam, or whether it's just with like a grass type Pokemon like Superior, because I know that when Superior's hidden ability, which was Contrary, was released, a lot of people were using that, and I've seen a couple people have Lanturn on the team when that Pokemon's hidden ability got released, and they were just spamming Leaf Storm and so on and so forth. So I know that Lanturn getting hit with a lot of grass type moves was very common at that time when that ability was released. But regardless, once again, like I said, I wanted to increase it to base 106 because then it'll be able to eat up some grass type moves. I mean, it's not going to be able to eat them all that well, but at least it's going to be able to eat like maybe one solar beam. Like maybe if it's coming from like a Mega Charizard Y, I honestly don't see that actually happening. But if it's like a superior using Leaf Storm for like the first time before it gets its boost, obviously I could potentially see Mega Lanturn actually living one. But regardless, I pretty much wanted to make Mega Lanturn a lot more bulkier than it was before, because with base 58 physical defense, it's not going to be able to take earthquakes unless you pretty much spam stockpile, because if I'm not mistaken, that's the only move that increases its physical defense and special defense of like the move that it gets. I don't know if it gets like amnesia or anything like that, but making this thing a lot more bulkier is actually going to be very, very good. Now for its special attack, I increased it from base 76 to base 110. Now this is where I know a lot of people are probably not going to agree that I increased it all pretty much that high to base 110. Now honestly, with its HP being sky high and with the defense stats I've given it for its Mega Evolution, I think it kind of deserves to be at base 110, because then it could be a lot more offensive, like Volt Switch, Scald, Ice Beam, Signal Beam, and so on and so forth. Those are a lot of good special type attacks that Lanturn gets access to that will hit really hard because of base 110 special attack, because I know a lot of other Pokemon who have base 110 special attack and pretty much does the work. Now granted, you can like slap a Life Orb onto it and make it more powerful or choice specs, but regardless, it's still going to do a lot of damage, and it's still going to do enough damage to the point where a lot of people are going to be satisfied with how much it does. But regardless, once again, like I said, it gets access to like a lot of really good special type attacks, and I honestly think base 110 special attack is very good for a Mega Lanturn. Now as a regular Lanturn, its base stats at 460, and with the Mega Evolutions at 560. Now for its ability, I gave it a new ability called Volt Release. Now it might not be the ability name might not be all that hyped, if that makes sense, because I was trying to think of a name for this ability, because I actually had a really good ability in mind, but the best thing that came to mind was Volt Release, so that's what I named the ability. Now I know a lot of people are probably not going to agree with this ability, but before I actually get into what it does, a lot of people are probably going to be saying, oh, you should have given it Volt Absorb or Water Absorb, because that pretty much just neutralizes one of the typings that Lanturn's actually is. So if you use Thunderbolt on Lanturn, Volt Absorb will make Lanturn what's the word? It won't affect Lanturn. Same thing for Water Absorb. Water moves won't affect Lanturn as well. Or a lot of people I've been seeing saying that, oh, you should give Sap Sipper to Mega Lanturn, but I don't. Sap Sipper honestly is just a stupid ability to have on a Mega Lanturn. Now granted, it will get rid of one of its weaknesses, but at the same time, it's not a physical attacker, so even if it does have Sap Sipper, I honestly think the only thing it'll probably be there for is just to be like grass type moves won't affect it anymore. That's the only pretty much reason for Sap Sipper. And also a lot of people want Levitate as well, but I was thinking about giving it Levitate, but at the same time, why? I mean, it kind of makes sense, but at the same time, I don't think it will be a good ability for Mega Lanturn. Now, what Volt Release does, it's actually a pretty good ability. Now, what it does is that electric moves are at 100%, so meaning that since Thunder has like base 70 accuracy, its accuracy now becomes 100% without the rain. And also it adds 35% to getting paralyzed. So for instance, if you use Thunderbolt, Thunderbolt has 10% chance to paralyze you. It'll actually increase its, what's the word I'm looking for, to paralyze you. So instead of 10%, it'll be 45% chance to paralyze you. That's what the ability does, and I honestly think it will be a really good ability for Lanturn. That way you don't have to run like Thunderbolt. You can actually run Thunder, the most, or I think the most powerfulest electric type move that Lanturn gets, without having being worried about if it's going to land or not without the rain. So I honestly think that's a really good ability. So with that, there is Mega Lanturn. So anyways guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button. Also don't forget to comment and subscribe. Once again, I am kind of a little bit of rusty with recording my Y Mega Evolve videos, just that it's been a while since I've done one, because like I recorded so much, I actually had to step away for a little bit and actually let the videos get released if that makes sense, because I recorded so much. Like I was to the point where I had almost 2 months worth of Why Mega Evolves uploaded, so I kind of had to take a break until like some of them were already released. So like I said, I am kind of rusty, so I do apologize about that as well. If I sound a little different, then you know why. But regardless, the next Pokemon we are going to be talking about is a Pokemon that actually someone asked me to do a while back, and I couldn't do it because I already had a lot of Why Mega Evolve already pre-recorded, and I already had a list of Pokemon that I was going to be doing, so I wanted to get those done and out of the way first before I do like take requests. And that Pokemon is, and you know, and the person who watches the video still watches my videos, hopefully, and the Pokemon we are going to be talking about is Mega Emolga. So yes, we are going to be jumping from 2nd gen, or I think it's 2nd gen to 5th gen. We're going to be talking about Mega Emolga. Now, once again, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button. Also, don't forget to comment and subscribe. Now, I did make a gaming channel, and I am uploading a Blaze Blue Community Trigger series, and that is going to be in the description box down below. My gaming channel, like I said, is going to be in the description box down below. And if you guys missed my previous Why Mega Evolve video, it'll be in the description box down below, so after this video you guys can go and check that one out. Now, I did make a Twitch, and I do plan on streaming there soon. I'm going to be streaming pretty much Pokemon Showdown, because for one, I don't have a capture card for pretty much anything, and two, I have a Nintendo Wii, like the original one, and I know a lot of people, I don't really have many games for that, so I can't stream that. And also my 3DS is falling apart, so I'm pretty much going to have to wait until I get a new one and then save up enough money to get a capture card and a new computer, and then I'll stream some Pokemon on my DS. So yeah, I'm just rambling on right now, so I'm going to get out. So this is, anyways guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button. Also, don't forget to comment and subscribe. So this is White Boy for the win, and I'll catch you guys later.